Are we live?
Yeah.
Yes. And we're live. Okay, so we are, my goodness, Wednesday. So how many days have we got? 11, 12 days, is that right? Till the summit. So this is Wednesday, third day of me interviewing all of the speakers that are going to be offering various bits of advice and tips and tools for our online summit, which starts Monday, the 11th of May. It's a 5-day event with 4 speakers per day. And if you haven't got your ticket, there should be a link up there which will go directly to Leighanne's speaker profile, so you can find out a little bit more about her. There are all her links if you want to email her or to her Facebook page or anything like that before the event. So yeah, Leighanne, explain to everybody who you are, what you do.
Yeah, of course. So I am Leighanne from LS Fitness. I am a personal trainer and coach online. And this is quite a new concept for a lot of people, especially in the UK. In America and Canada, it's growing a lot more quickly. But now every fitness professional has had to move online. We all know what online training is now. But I've been doing this for over a year. So I've been honing it and perfecting it for quite a long time. And although it's cheaper than in-person training with me, I say it's more value. It's better value because it's more flexible. You can work out on your time rather than fitting it into me, your personal trainer's schedule, and what I can do. If you have different time available during the week, so if you're juggling mum hat, wife hat, businesswoman hat, juggling all the hats, you don't necessarily have a lot of time during the week, and then you might have a little bit more time on the weekend and you want to focus on something a little bit more relaxing, say a yoga flow, something like that, you can. There's no time constraints, so if you only need a 20-minute workout, you can just have 20 minutes, whereas in a one-to-one session it's like half an hour or an hour, and it'll be stretched or condensed to fit into that time. So there's no extra fluff, really. It's the session and off you go.
And how long have you been a personal trainer, Leighanne?
4 years now.
Goodness. Awesome.
Yeah.
What made you decide to go into that industry?
The original course I went to go for was cancelled.
Oh, which
it
one?
was a complete fluke, but 6 months into the course I was like, this is absolutely amazing. This is pucker, I was like, this is what I want to do. What a great fluke decision, because I was originally going to do car mechanics of all things.
Oh my goodness, what a turnaround.
Yeah, completely. But I went into it just thinking, look, I've got 2 weeks to choose a brand new course, because the only other places that did the same course were too far away, and I wasn't driving at the time because it was college age, so I was applying for colleges. And I was like, right, I'm not doing exercise, I bloody hate that. I'm not doing sports, hate that, because I did Irish dancing for 11 years growing up, and I was like, I like dancing, I don't like sports. And so I started the course and I was like, I like exercise, I don't like sports. So I really got into it from there, and tag rugby did become my favorite sport.
Wow.
Mainly because I could get some aggression out,
That's a good de-stress, right? Well, how funny. There you go. That is just proof in the pudding that you have to go and try things because you don't know whether you're going to like it or not. Yeah. So just imagine if you hadn't, what would you be doing now? Dealing with cars?
Yeah, I'd be in Halfords.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a mixture of PE and science were my 2 most hated subjects at school, and now I absolutely love both. I'm doing a career that is directly both of them, considering they were my most hated.
Taught very, very differently, right? I mean, I can see that. I didn't really enjoy PE as a kid, and I was, I don't know, I was a personal trainer for 24 years. Although for me personally, I actually preferred, even though you got paid more as a personal trainer, I always preferred teaching Group X. That was my real passion.
a vibe, isn't it? You feed off each other's energy. You say hello, giving them good energy, and they automatically give it back. And then you just bounce off each other.
Absolutely. But with what you do, I mean, like you just said, it opens it up for people because, you know, and in this time and in lockdown, it's the perfect time to do it, right? Because you've got an app, haven't you?
Yeah, all on your phone. So you can do it at 1 o'clock in the morning if you're working nights and shifts. You haven't got to worry about me physically being there because I'm at the end of your phone every day, sending you a text saying, did you hit that water goal you set for yourself? And because we've got daily contact, we've got daily coaching, you know.
And that's what people need. And it's having the accountability, right?
Yeah, the program, you can get a decent program from anywhere, but the coaching is what sets it apart. Because I'm all about the flexibility, accountability, education, so that after me, you won't need a personal trainer ever again. You can do it on your own.
And that's what, in fact, that was what, who was I speaking to the other day? That's what Sarah said, the RTT therapist. And I love that idea because so many therapists or personal trainers feel like they want to grab hold of that client and keep them forever. And that's not, that shouldn't really be the goal, should it? You're about educating them as well so that they can do it for themselves. However, I personally feel that everybody needs a coach.
Oh, yeah, at some point in any aspect.
Totally, because it's not just about the knowing what to do. Like you said, you could get an online program or you could go to YouTube, couldn't you, and do a workout for free. That's not the issue. It's the having somebody to be accountable to.
Yeah. Partners are too nice. Bin them as your accountability coach. They're like, oh, should we just have a kebab? It's Friday.
Right.
No, you can have one next Friday if you stay on track.
And yes, your coaches, they're not there to be your friend. They're there to keep you accountable, to keep you on track towards your goal, right?
Yeah. So we still have that very personal relationship. A lot of people think you lose that going online. And I thought I might as well. But by talking to someone every day and hearing about the little things that happen, I end up knowing a lot about their life. I know them so well. They know me so well. They know what I'm going to say before I say it. That's the time when they don't need a coach no more because they know what I'm going to say.
There you go. Perfect. Oh, hi, Jackie. Yes, freedom of choice equals passion. And again, that's so far every single woman that has come on to speak, you can just tell that they're doing it because they are passionate about it and you want to help people. That's what you're all there for. And have you found then, Leighanne, that since lockdown, have you found that clients are struggling more?
No. If anything, the only thing we've started, which everyone at home can do as well, is ad break steps. So we're not commuting,
right?
As many steps in the day. So in your ad breaks, when you're watching the telly, you don't fast forward them. You walk them on the spot, okay? Or what if you're watching on Netflix or something that doesn't have adverts? Then you have to walk the whole program, and that helps you without feeling like you need to go for miles and miles on your daily walk.
Yes,
it gives you that opportunity to up your activity in the day without completely changing your day. You're going to watch telly anyway, so you may as well put them together.
Adapt and pivot, which is sort of the common thread, I think, because everybody's having to do things.
Shouting that this morning.
Yeah, that's what everybody is having to, because things have changed so much. So I'm hoping that, for you, things will increase, because maybe before, people who are so used to having a personal trainer, one-on-one, because now they're stuck at home and they've been forced into it. And in doing so, they actually realise that this is a better way round of doing it for both of you.
And I think the value is not in me standing there counting your reps.
No.
The value is in the coaching. And by seeing you once a week, twice a week, if you want to splash out, 2 hours a week of coaching in the middle of counting the reps, because I always forget what number I'm on. I just By being able to do a little bit every single day, we'll make a much bigger difference over time than seeing you once a week.
I 100% agree with you with that it is. It's the little thing. It's the consistency, right? It's what we do consistently, day in, day out. And it's got to become habitual. Whereas you're right, if most people would maybe have a personal trainer once a week, twice a week if they were lucky, and there's another 5 days, right?
yeah, and even that they might be it might be more considerate about their choices, more accurate with their choices on food, drinks and such the day of, because they know they've seen me in the evening or they've seen me in the morning, but there's the rest of the week, there's 23 more hours in a day.
Yeah, absolutely.
And sometimes an hour, which is the commonly practiced PT session, is not useful. We need an hour and 20, we need an hour and a half, or we need 20 minutes. Where online coaching allows us to do what you need rather than selling you what
fits into your box.
Yeah, exactly that.
Perfect. So when you do coach them, how long do you spend? Do you talk to them? Is it on the phone or is it via text? How does it work?
So it's in the daily conversations.
Yeah.
So I send them a message within the app at 7:30 every single day. I've scheduled it, so there is never a day you won't get it from me. And then everyone tells me what their steps were, how much water they've drunk, have they worked out today, what their food was like, be it if they're tracking calories or just writing down what they've eaten. And from there, I hear a lot that I can coach from in just those 3 questions, because I say, I'm bad today. And I was like, whoa, bad. And then we coach from there. And then once a week, we do 15 minutes to half an hour on a Zoom call, having a chat, talking about how the week's gone as a whole, good and bad. What's going to happen next week? Is anything going to get in the way that we know of? So that they learn how to work around things that happen in their life or go through them, or if they can't, just mitigating the effect it has on them, whether that be mental, on their goals, if they're an emotional eater, why, and working through that. Obviously, there's only certain things that are within my scope when we're talking about mental health, things like that. But I have a great support network of other business women like yourself, where we can refer people to each other so they can get the best help that they need in the areas they need. Like I say, everyone needs a coach in every aspect of their life.
I do agree with that. So from what you're telling me, it sounds to me that I would say you're a lot more than just a personal trainer.
I'm the unofficial counsellor, therapist, best friend, husband, punch bag.
You're needed in times like these. So no, from what you're telling me there, I would say you're going above and beyond as a personal trainer. Not all personal trainers will be working like that.
Yeah, it's not
more of a whole life coach, right?
Pardon?
You're more like a life coach as well, really.
Unofficially, I won't claim it, but for me, it's not a paycheck. It's not just here's what to do, because by doing that, I'm not going to get the best results from my clients.
Absolutely.
By just giving them a program, I could be any trainer from anywhere, learning anything. I'm nothing special. What makes my program and my training special is the coaching, the one-to-one, that personal relationship we have, that you will tell me things that you might not necessarily tell other people. And not in a bad way, but just in a sense that you know it's affecting you, and so you're open with me about it.
Brilliant. No, that's brilliant. And yeah, I agree. So it's the same thing across the board. It's even with what I do. People think, you can go and get it's for even people to go on a diet or to lose weight. You can get an eating plan from anywhere. That's not the point. If it were that simple to just get an eating plan and a workout,
we wouldn't have a job.
Well, yeah.
Everyone be on YouTube.
So much more than that. It's you coaching, holding them accountable, being there, motivating, inspiring them to actually create long-term change, because it's not about the short term, is it? Otherwise, they're just going to resort back to old habits. So what you're telling me, what you do, which I love, is the idea by speaking to them every day, you're building up on that consistency so it becomes habitual, right?
Definitely, without even realizing it sometimes. Especially if they're not normally traveling and then they start traveling for work or a holiday or something, they're like, I felt so off today, I didn't do my normal routine or whatever it might have been. And it does make a difference. It's all about small changes consistently
done every day. Absolutely. Love it.
Said, well, I'm going to do a skin routine. For me, it's skincare. I'm going to do my skincare. I'm going to do like 20 steps. I'm going to buy all this best stuff. You have all the gear and no idea, and then you don't do it.
Exactly.
And then don't do it.
It's got, as we all know, anything that is habitual is easy to do because you don't have to think about it. You don't have to consciously think about it. You automatically do it. So when people are starting out and trying to do too much too soon, they're not going to stick to it if they haven't got you in their corner to be constantly at them.
Put the reins on new clients a lot of the time. They're ready to run, and I'm like, stop.
Yeah.
Especially in the beginning, it can be quite difficult, especially if they've had a bad experience with trainers before, they don't fully trust me. They think I'm holding them back, when in fact, by slowing them down, I'm going to launch them forward. A bit like the arrow, pull back, launched forward. Because if they go full steam ahead, they're going to burn out, they're going to feel unmotivated, and then it's going to be harder for me to get them to do what I originally wanted them to do.
Brilliant. Sounds to me like that is the perfect and the right way, the correct way that personal training should be done. So brilliant. So share with people, what are you going to be doing? What are you going to be sharing with people on the summit?
So I am going to be talking about self-love, self-confidence and self-belief. Because for me, it's such a big thing. It's on the bottom of my business card. Because I think without any one of those being quite up to scratch, you can't live your best life, if you will, and you're doing yourself a disservice because you're not going to have the best quality of life. The best thing could happen to you, getting married, let's say, because this happens to a lot of women, getting married, they go trying on wedding dresses and it's the worst day of their life because they feel horrible about themselves. And so that ruins the quality of their life because that's meant to be the perfect day. And now they're standing there in the changing room thinking, I hate my body. I hate myself. And
it's terrible.
Yeah, and that sort of stuff means a lot to me. I wouldn't say I've had a big personal self-hatred and self-confidence growth, but I've seen it in so many women and it almost annoys me. It irritates me. Like, why don't you like yourself? What's wrong with you? Literally, there's nothing wrong with you. So I really like focusing on that, and that's what I'm going to be talking about in the chat.
Brilliant.
Just
Brilliant.
So
that is I'm in total alignment there. How we think and feel about ourselves naturally has a knock-on effect to what you do. And then it is your daily consistent things that you do that gets you your results. So yes, you're the perfect lady to be working with them. So looking forward to that. Again, if you haven't booked, you do need to register with the Eventbrite. You need a ticket, otherwise you will not be sent the password to get into the summit. So take a look at Leighanne's speaker profile and what she'll be offering on the day. And awesome. I will see
you later.
Bye.